how's it going? This is Ray Martinez with Actitud y Pasión. And how's it going today, guys? We're going to have a great show. I am live on my profile page, Ray Martinez. I am live on YouTube channel, Actitud y Pasión. And let me check really quick here. Yes. Anyway, ¿qué pasó aquí? Hold on. We're trying to check. Am I live on Actitud y Pasión profile page? I mean, on the on the thing. Yes, I think I see it there. It should be there somewhere. Here it is. I see. Oh man. There it is. All right. So we are live there as well, and so pretty cool. Yeah. Me pesqué. So we're live all over the place, guys. Definitely share, and we'll see what's gonna happen tonight, guys. So tonight, guys, we're gonna talk about something really cool and something you normally don't talk about. But guys, good evening, right? So everyone, and welcome to another powerful edition of Actitud y Pasión, where purpose, guys, meets passion. Every conversation is designed to take you to the next level of living. Tonight's topic is not about tomorrow, it's about right now. Your legacy is now. Living with intention, guys. We often think legacy is something we leave after we're gone, but the truth is this, guys. Your legacy is being written every single day by the way you love, the way you lead, and the way you live your daily life. Are you living with intention, guys? Are your actions aligned with your values? Are you creating memories that will outlast your time here on earth? Tonight, guys, we're gonna dive into those questions and more. We'll talk about building a life that speaks for itself, a life that inspires, heals, uplifts, and impacts others. Starting tonight. So get ready, make some comments, guys, engage with the show, and as always, share the message with someone who needs it. I'm your host, Ray Martinez, and this is Actitud y Pasión. Let's go, guys. So, here we go. Guys, your legacy doesn't start tomorrow, it starts today. Every word, every decision you make, every act of love leaves a mark. Are you living with intention or just surviving? What are you building with your time? What are you building with your love, and what are you building with your presence? What story will they tell about you when you're gone? So live today as if you're already part of history. The legacy starts today, guys. That make sense? So that's what we're going to be talking about. Here's a theme show. Your legacy is now live with intention. That makes sense? Live with intention. Let me turn the comments on. Okay, here we go. Hey, hi, how's it going? We got about 4 or 5 people already watching us. And so cool. So guys, let me just top in here really quick, and cool. Everything's working. Everything's working. Dun, 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 dun. And so one of the things that we need to decide, what is legacy. Uh, we need to define it, right? What is that? What is that? What does legacy mean to you, right? What does it mean to me? What does it mean to you? And the thing is this: legacy is not just what you leave behind, but what you live every day. And guys, as I was reading material for this show and this talking and you know having some me time and meditating on this topic, it down to me that hey, we're all gonna die, but what are they gonna remember us for? You know, it's about how you make people feel and what you stand for. the example you set on a daily lives with others. Your daily choices become your long-term impact. For instance, a single mom working two jobs but still showing up for her kids' school events is building a legacy of resilience and love. We hear a quote like, "Carve your name on hearts, not tombstones." And guys, that is so cool. So the thing is this: define what legacy means to you. Define what legacy means to you. Who are you making an impact on? And that is where we want to be. Where is the um let me share a quick picture here with you guys. uh and I already have it ready here, but look at this. Look what this says. And of course, it has a title, part of the title here: your legacy starts now, guys. Bottom line, that's what it is. Your legacy starts now. But we bring on, and I posted this on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, or probably last week sometime. It says, live with intention, speak with purpose, act with passion. What you do today echoes into tomorrow. So ask yourself, am I creating a life worthy or worth remembering? Or am I just going through the motions? And these are some tough questions to ask, because uh, we're all going to at some point you know we're all gonna go, whatever. I'm looking for another picture here, but uh, I can't find it right now. But it's all gonna come down to an end. And what are people gonna remember about you? You know, uh, with me, I'm sure they'll remember my chess. Maybe they'll remember me singing. Maybe they'll remember me, just being a happy guy, talking, trying to help people, that kind of deal. What else are they gonna remember about me? You know, or are they just gonna forget? Uh, so we need to make an impact on the next generation and the generations to come. Uh, the heroes of yesterday that we remember. Your George Washington, your Abraham Lincoln, your Michael Jordan. He's still alive. Nadia Comaneci. I don't know, just names that come up. Susan B. Anthony. Uh, and everybody that makes an impact. If we remember their history, we remember their names. John Lennon. Gandhi. We remember these names. William Shakespeare. Jesus. What these men and women did on their daily lives, we remember years after they were gone. You know, let's look at what else can we go here. So next thing I want to talk about is this. Again, part of the same thing. Legacy is not someday; it's every single day, guys. Legacy is every single day. And uh you know so what about that? The way we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. By quote by Annie Dillard. The way we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. The message here is simple, guys. Legacy isn't built at the end of your lives. It's built in small, consistent actions you take today. how you treat your family, how you show up to work, the values you live by. Does that make sense? The values you live by. Um, Ask yourself, what did I do today that someone will remember tomorrow? Wow. What did I do today that someone will remember tomorrow? Wow. You can close the show there, and I mean, the message would be delivered. And the questions would be there in your mind, in your heart. What did I do today that people will remember tomorrow? Who did I come across, and how did I communicate with these people? Was I pleasant? Was I nice? Was I kind? Was I generous? Was I loving? Will those people remember me tomorrow? Did I make an impact on their lives? Um, how we treat others. The legacy starts today. And guys, as I've said before, and Ariana and I have said it many times, our souls are not to be easygoing. They're here to give you a punch in your ego and a punch in your heart and your punch in your and punch in your mind to create that winning mindset, that mindset that takes you to the next level. That's what this is for. That's why I do this type of shows, guys. So yeah, you know, uh, so what else are we gonna do? Well, we gotta live each day with intention. We gotta live each day with intention. Does that make sense? So, here we go. So, what does that mean? Live each day with intention. Huh? What do you think? Live each day with intention. Start each day asking, how can I live on purpose today? On Not on purpose, but with purpose today. Avoid the autopilot living. Be mindful of your actions, your words, and your energy, guys. Set daily micro goals that reflect your bigger vision of who you are. Instead of scrolling the phone aimlessly, someone, I guess, someone can just commit to reading 10 pages a day on personal growth. Over a year, that's like 15 books. Living with intention. The future depends on what you do today. Gandhi said that. The future depends on what you do today. Living with intention, guys. Living each day with intention. And uh so hold on. So yeah. So what do we got? What are we gonna do with that? Well, start with purpose, not routine. If we're going to live each day with intention, we need to start with purpose, not a routine. Most people wake up, fall into their reactive mode, checking their phones, their emails, and letting the day happen to them. Does that make sense? Most people do that. So, live with intention means you start your day on purpose, not by accident. Set a tone. Decide who you want to be that day. Ask yourself, what do I want to create today? Who do you want to impact? Wow. For example, a nurse writes one intention each morning. Today I will bring peace to someone's pain. That shapes how she interacts with patients, with presence, not just procedures. A quote here. When you set an intention, the universe comprises or compromises to make it happen. When you set an intention, the universe kind of sets everything in motion to make it happen. That makes sense? So the thing is this, we have to be present in the moment. Living intentionally means showing up fully, whether you're at work, with family, or eating lunch. It's not about doing more, it's about being more present in what you're already doing. Multitasking kills intention. Focus transforms routine into purpose. A live example, for instance, instead of rushing through dinner, a father puts away his phone and his real conversation and has real conversation with his kids, builds memories and trust. Whenever you are, be all there. Wherever you are, be all there. And you know what? That is hard because in this day and age, man, we have our friend, the cell phone, and we constantly get interrupted and we tend to go to the cell phone and we tend to uh just let that take away from us. Does that make sense? Hey María, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? Saludes, mi gran amigo Ray. Thank you, María Romo. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Gracias por tu apoyo. Guys, if you really want to learn a lot, go to Maria Romo's page. You can click on it. Her name's there, will appear. And guys, you will learn a lot. Vas a aprender bastante si vas a la página de Maria Romo. I guarantee you guys. She is inspiring. Es una mujer que inspira. Es una mujer que te va a llevar al siguiente nivel. Y tiene un network muy grande. Mucha gente viene a sus shows a hablar de diferentes temas. Y es bonito y es necesario. Si vamos a llegar al siguiente nivel, tenemos que hacer eso. We have to do that. You know. So María, por eso eres la reina del talk show. Pero, okay. So, what else? So, ¿qué más? Tenemos que vivir en el momento. ¿Sí me entiendes? Tenemos que estar presente en el momento que estamos viviendo completamente en eso, ¿verdad? Es la cosa. Preguntas como, ¿qué quiero crear ahora? ¿A quién quiero impactar? Preguntas maravillosas. Does that make sense? Preguntas maravillosas. So, the other thing here is this, guys. Say yes and no, but be clear about it. Que tu sí sea sí y que tu no sea no, pero ser claro. Intentional living requires boundaries. ¿Verdad? You stop saying yes to things that drain you and don't align with your purpose. You stop saying yes to things that drain you or that they don't align with your purpose. Every yes is a no to something else. Choose wisely. Wow. Every yes, cada sí es un no para otra cosa. So hay que escoger bien. A woman says no to a last minute event invite and instead works on her small business, choosing growth over distraction. It's a good one. It's not it's not a hell yes, it's a no. It's not a hell yes, it's a no. Right? So guys, we need to align daily actions with long-term vision. Ask, does what I'm doing today bring me closer to the person I want to become? Wow. Lo que estoy haciendo ahora me lleva más cerca a la persona que me quiero convertir. Small, consistent choices build intentional lives. The book you read, the food you eat, the conversations you have. Small, consistent choices build intentional lives. Alignment is the secret. Your life becomes meaningful because you're congruent. A college student wants to be a motivational speaker. Every day he writes one paragraph, listens to one podcast, and practices for 10 minutes. Years later, stage lights. He made it because he took small steps every day and finally was on the main stage. Success is not more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Jim Rohn. Success is not more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Wow. So guys, reflect daily. Don't just move on. Before bed, ask, did I live today with meaning? What did I learn? What did you learn today? ¿Qué aprendiste ahora? What did I impact? Who did I impact? This reflection creates accountability and awareness, guys. Intentional living isn't perfect living. It's conscious, it's growing, and it's present. Live example. A woman journals 5 minutes each night about one lesson learned, turning her days into a personal legacy of wisdom. She writes on her journal, on her book, 5 minutes every night about something she learned that day. What did you learn today? What did I learn today? And then write about it. Quote, an unexamined life is not worth living. The great Socrates. An unexamined life is not worth living. Wow. Amazing. Wow. Hey, ¿qué tal, Chris? ¿Cómo te va? Good night. Hey, mucho éxito con lo que estás haciendo allá. Te felicito. Eres una gran mujer que estás haciendo muchas buenas cosas para todos esos negocios que estás ayudando y les deseo mucho éxito, mucho éxito. Qué bien, te felicito. Gracias por estar aquí. Does that make sense, guys? So here we go. So we live every day with intention, right? So we were just talking about this, right? We were just talking about here. Um, and the thing is this: if we're gonna live every day with intention, guys, we need to. Well, I went to the wrong one. We need to. Um, we need to influence others through our actions. We need to influence others through our actions. So people remember who you live. People they remember how you live more than what you say. A kind word, a helping hand, a shared story can inspire someone silently. Consistency builds credibility. One good deed is nice. Living that way builds legacy. Example, a teacher who makes each child feel seen and valued may inspire students to believe in themselves for life. And that is the style that I like to use when I teach my students. And I wish I could be more, right? But and I think I am, but I think I want to go even further. Every year, as you know, I've said it, every year I have a meeting with myself and I talk about what worked that year and what didn't work, and then we keep whatever worked and we build on it, and whatever didn't work, then we change it and fix it and keep it, or we put it away. But one of the things that I always want to learn, and that's why I've gotten into this network of being around life coaches, because it helps me and I learn from them how to make an impact on my students. Where do I want my students to go? Yes, they're going to win trophies in chess, but that's not all my students do. As they get older, will they still remember me? And why should they? I was at one of the places that I like to go relax and listen to some live music, and this guy comes up to me. He says, "Hey, what's up? Hey, Coach Ray, what's up?" And so when they said that, I knew he was an ex-student of mine or somebody that knew me that I taught chess, but I didn't recognize him. I kind of did around the eyes. That's normally what I recognize people around the eyes, but I couldn't place him. But he said, "Hey, man," and he started telling the person I was with that, hey, Coach Ray is awesome. He's a great mentor. Da 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 da. Man, I'm so thankful for him and the whole bit. And I couldn't remember his name, but I must have made an impact in the lessons that I did with him. Obviously, it did. He said, "Hey, Coach, I'm going to get married next week with my fiance." She was there, introduced me and the whole bit. Uh, and it was great. We had a great conversation. As I was leaving later on that evening, I stopped by his table and I said, "Hey, man, and wish them both the best." I said, "Man, you're gonna be awesome. You're gonna have an awesome marriage. I'm so proud of you." Um, but it's those little things. Do people come back to talk to you after a long time? And I'm not talking about, people just meeting, but people randomly, you're there and all of a sudden they come back like from the past and they come back and they have a conversation with you, or they invite you to lunch, or they want to share their new life. Like some of my students do that, they invite me to lunch and, hey, this is man, look at my new car. Look what I'm doing now. I'm working this, that kind of deal. And that's cool, And so I guess that's where we want to be, you know. Um, Legacy, but I want everyone to create their own legacy, and I guess they are doing it, you know, with us around. I mean, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things they learn during my test lessons, right? Because it's all about being successful. So influence or influencing others through your actions, guys. That makes sense. Uh, at some point, you know, that's going to happen if you're doing it the right way, right? So here we go. Um, so people watch what you do, not just what you say. Words are easy. Action speaks volumes. Your consistency, your habits, your responses shape how people perceive your leadership and your values. People are always watching, children, co-workers, even strangers. You're influencing more than you know. Live example. A boss who never yells, always listens, and leads with empathy creates a culture of respect. No politics required, no policies required, only respect. What you do has farther greater impact than what you say. What you do has greater impact than what you say. So your energy is contagious, guys. Your mood, your mindset, your presence can either lift a room or drain it. When you walk in with peace, possibilities, or purpose, others feel it. Be positive, guys. Your attitude makes and gives permission to others to come down, to level up, and to believe in themselves. Example, live example. A high school teacher walks into the classroom every day smiling, greeting every student by name. That energy alone has helped troubled kids feel safe and seen. I deal with kids all the time, and my kids, they have very high self esteem because that's one thing I work on. I believe in them, I lift them up, and I want to make sure that they can reach the stars, that they can achieve whatever they desire in life to go after. Your vibes attract your tribe. Mhm. So, guys, small acts create big ripples. You don't need a stakes to make an impact. You just need intention, a kind word, a thank you, holding the door, checking in on someone. These are legacy moments. Sometimes your simple act is something else or someone else's turning point. Just a simple act. You don't know where they're at. They could be thinking of suicide. They could be thinking of quitting their jobs. They could be thinking of leaving a relationship. They could be thinking of I don't know how many other things. And just a simple act of kindness. Hey, what's going on? How you been? Man, that's a cool shirt. Wow. Little conversation and wow. It turns somebody around. That makes sense? So, to the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Dr. Seuss said that. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. So, guys, live your values out loud. If you believe in kindness, show it. If you value honesty, practice it even when it's hard. Influence grows when people see alignment between your beliefs and your behavior. Silent integrity is louder than public performance, guys. A cashier finds $100 left behind by a customer. Instead of keeping it, she turns it in. The customer in line sees this and covers her groceries. Wow. That makes sense? A uh, so guys, live in such a way that if someone speaks badly of you, some will not believe it. Live in such a way that if someone speaks badly of you, no one will believe it. It's happened. It's happened. So guys, be the person you need it. Think about who helped you or who you wish had helped you. Now, be that someone else. That's the highest influence. Your past pain can guide you and guide your presence and guide your present purpose. A man who grew up fatherless now mentors boys through a local program. His story becomes a ladder of mentorship, and so others can climb that ladder as well. Quote, be who you needed when you were younger. Be who you needed when you were younger. Wow, amazing. Huh? Cool deal. All right, guys, man, this is a cool story. Um, right? All right. Let me go. Huh. Man, there's so much, guys. Uh, so much to cover, man. But guys, relationships are the greatest legacy. Your legacy is every day you touch. Your legacy is every life you touch. Your job title may fade, but how you make people feel will last forever. Kindness, presence, forgiveness, this create ripple effects. A teacher who takes the time to mentor a struggling student doesn't just improve in grades. They transform a life. That's a living legacy. Ask yourself, how do I need to love more intentionally today? Wow. Think about that one. So, right? So here we go. So, guys, relationships are the greatest legacy. Your legacy is every life you touch. I like that quote. When people remember you, they won't talk about your job title, your bank account, or the car you drove. They'll remember how you make them feel, how you showed up for them, and whether your presence brought peace, hope, or healing to them. Why does this matter? Love is action, not just words. Saying I love you means little if you don't listen, if you don't forgive, and if you don't show up. Emotional presence is more powerful than physical presence, guys. You don't you can be in the same room and still feel apart. True connection takes intention. Legacy is built in the little things. A daily phone call to your parents. Hmm. A patient answer to your child. A kind message to a friend going through a hard time. The small things. A grandfather always made time to listen, no matter how busy he was. Decades later, his grandchildren carried the same practice, the same patience and kindness in their own parenting. That legacy is it was in motion, passed through relationships. Relative questions, guys. Here we go. Questions to reflect upon. Who in your life needs more time than your money? Who in your life needs more time than your money? What would people say about your emotional space you create? Are you planting seeds of love and trust, or are you just keeping up with obligations? And here's the call to action, guys. Don't wait until the funeral to tell someone how much they mean to you. Don't wait until later to repair the broken connection. Start building your relationship legacy today. One conversation, one hug, one moment at a time, guys. And guys, let me share. Hey Connie, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo te va, Connie? Muy buenas noches. Let me play a video here for you guys. And no, it took a while, but let me play this video for you. Yeah, we saw a bunch of cool pictures in that video, right? Uh, Here, let me show a couple uh, that we saw. Wow, look at this one. Que esto de legado. We'll talk a little bit more about this in a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is a strange picture, but look at the hands. Miren las manos. Manos de adultos, manos de niños un poquito más grande, quizás las manos de un papá, las manos de una mamá y las manos de un niño. The hands of the father, the mother, perhaps some keys. But there's some keys. Hay unas llaves allí. ¿De qué son esas llaves? Quizás son las llaves de un tesoro, quizás son las llaves de un carro, quizás son las llaves de una casa, pero son las llaves de algo. Y eso es lo que se deja de una generación a la siguiente. Y a veces se dice que ese es el legado. That's their legacy. People sometimes think that's the legacy. What will the children inherit? What's the children's inheritance? That makes sense? Somebody else's legacy could be their family. And you protect it. And you build it. Your legacy is your family. So guys, everyday legacy. Every day. Make every day a legacy day for you. Live your legacy now. Live your legacy now, guys. Are you working to build a home? Or are you just working to have a pretty house? ¿Estás trabajando para crear un hogar? ¿O estás trabajando para construir una casa? Wow. More. Legacy. 3 generations. La mamá, la hija y la hija de la hija. La nieta. Legacy. No. Here's another one. Family business. El negocio de la familia. Las ganancias. Las estrategias. La manera que manejamos. The legacy. The generation. De generación a generación que pasa el negocio. Is that what we're living for? Eso es lo que para eso estamos viviendo. Grandparents with their grandkids. Legacy. Wow. Legacy. A daughter with her father. Wow. Make sense, guys? What we teach, ¿qué enseñamos? Desde chiquitos. The legacy continues. What is your legacy, guys? What will your legacy be? What will people remember you by? What are they going to say what's going to be written on your tombstone? What are they going to say on your obituary? What are they going to say when everybody gets together and, you passed away and they're having conversations and, having the dinner or the lunch or whatever that they normally put together during the funeral services? How many people will attend your funeral? Wow. Interesting questions. Pues se murió. No, qué bueno que se murió, porque ese chavo nomás no. Ay, era malo. Oh wow, man, I can't believe he passed away, man. He did so much good. He helped so many people. She was amazing. She loved, she was kind. Wow, I'm gonna never forget her. ¿Qué es lo que van a decir de ti cuando te mueras? ¿Cómo se van a referir hacia ti? De lado, ¿verdad? And that's the thing, guys. Uh, your legacy no empieza mañana, empieza hoy. Cada palabra, cada decisión, cada acto de amor deja una huella. ¿Estás viviendo con intención o solamente sobreviviendo? ¿Qué estás construyendo con tu tiempo, tu amor y tu presencia? ¿Qué historia contarán de ti cuando no estés? Vive hoy como si ya fueras, como si ya fueras parte de la historia. Live today as if you were already part of history. That makes sense, guys? I mean, this question, man, this is cool. Are you living with intention or just surviving? What are you building with your time, with your love, with your presence? What stories will they tell about you when you're gone? So, guys, live today as if you were already part of history. Your legacy is now. Does that make sense, guys? And so, guys, with that, I leave you guys. You guys are awesome. Que la pasen bonito esta semana. Um, Les aviso que Adriana y yo vamos a hacer un show en uno de esta semana o la siguiente. And so, ten al tanto, porque Adriana ya tiene un rato que no está con nosotros en los shows. Y se comunicó conmigo que quiere hacer un show especial en honor a Martina, su hija que ya va para un año. El 20 de este mes que viene va a cumplir un año de que ha fallecido. Y vamos a hacer un programa en honor a ella, en honor a la gran Martina, una niña de solo 22 años parece, que todo el tiempo tenía una sonrisa bonita. Ok, so guys, los dejo con eso, guys. Que la pasen bonito, muy buenas noches. Mañana, a ver, hold on, let me see. Tomorrow, mañana tengo este show con Sharon, hablando de la salud. Let's Talk Health. Y mañana vamos a hablar sobre being overweight and obesity, guys. That starts tomorrow a las 8 p.m. Texas time. So that's going to start. I may start doing a new show with my friend Beatriz. I haven't done all the work yet, but we might start a new show with her. I'm still looking for a talk show host for this particular show, a coaching show. Bilingual would be okay, or full English. So definitely, sí, dice, sí sería genial verlos a los dos, sí. Ya, pues ya es tiempo. Y va a venir a Diana, so yeah. So guys, los dejo y que tengan un bonito día mañana y una feliz resto de la semana y que todo les salga bonito. Hope everything is successful in your life. with love and hope, and your dreams are fulfilled, guys. I wish you all the best. You are awesome. So, guys, good night.